I want you to think back to the day TikTok went dark. Even if you weren't on TikTok, you probably remember the moment. Creators who had spent years building an audience, like hundreds of thousands of followers, consistent views, real income, woke up and it was just gone, and they had nothing. No way to reach their audience, no list, no backup, just a follower count on a platform that had vanished. Now let me bring that closer to home. During the pandemic, a well-known network marketing travel company shut its doors. Didn't matter how long someone had been building their team. It didn't matter what rank they'd achieved. Didn't matter how many followers they had on their or how active their Facebook group was. And when that company closed, everything built inside it went with it. People were back to square one overnight. Same story, different industry, but same outcome. So here's the question for you today. If something changed tomorrow, your platform, your company, your comp plan, what would you actually still own? Let's go through the list, because I think a lot of women in network marketing have convinced themselves they're building assets when they're actually building on borrowed ground. Your followers on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, they are not yours. You have access to them as long as the platform decides you do. You know, the algorithm can change, your reach drops, the platform shuts down, and they're gone. Your Facebook group is not yours. Meta owns that. You are just a tenant, and tenants don't get to make the rules. Your network marketing company's website, again, not yours. You are a rep, and if you leave or the company shuts its doors, that goes with it. The customers buying your network marketing products, not necessarily yours either. Many companies have policies that mean those customer relationships belong to the company and not to you personally. Your rank, your title, your team structure, all of it exists inside someone else's system. It's real in the context of that company, but it doesn't transfer. And if your business is primarily with this one company, you are gambling. You're gambling that it stays healthy, that the comp plan stays stable, that the products stay available, that leadership makes good decisions, and you have no control over any of that. So I'm not saying this to scare you. I am saying it because most women in network marketing have never actually looked at their business this way. And when you do, it changes how you decide to build. So here's actually the simplest way to know whether you own something in your business or not. If you can sell it someday, the whole thing, as a business to somebody else, you own it. If you can't, you don't. Can you sell your Facebook group? No. Can you sell your network marketing rank or your downline? No. Can you sell your follower count on Instagram? Again, no. But can you sell a business built on an email list, an owned community, and a recognized personal brand? Absolutely. And that is the test. And most women in network marketing, unfortunately, would fail it today. Not because they haven't worked out hard, but because nobody told them that that was even the goal. TikTok going dark wasn't just a bad day for content creators, it was a stress test. And what it revealed was exactly who had built something real and who had built something borrowed. And the people who had an email list, they were fine. They were able to send an email, their audience could get it, and business could continue. The people who had their own community space, their own hub, their own platform outside of social media, they were fine because their people knew where to find them. But everyone else scrambled. And the travel network marketing company shutting down during COVID wasn't actually an anomaly. Companies do close, comp plans change, products get discontinued. These things happen more than people talk about because nobody in the industry wants to say it out loud. But here's what I'll say out loud. If your entire business lives inside a company that you don't control, on platforms you don't own, with an audience you can't directly reach, you don't actually have a business. You have a very fragile arrangement that depends on a lot of things going right that are completely outside of your control. And that's not me being harsh, that's just what's true. So what does it mean to own something in your business? Well, an email list is owned. You can build it, keep it, and take it anywhere you go. Nobody can take your list away. If every social platform shut down tomorrow and your company closed next week, you could still send an email to your list and rebuild from there. A hub, which is your own website with your own community space that lives on your own domain, that's owned. And I want to mention this because a lot of women don't realize it's even possible, that there is software out there that lets you build essentially a Facebook-like community space that lives on your own domain with your own name, your rules, not metas. That's the kind of infrastructure I'm talking about when I say owned. It's your home base online. It's where people come to find you, regardless of what's happening on any social platform or inside any company. Now, I know some of you are thinking, what about School, Circle, Patreon? Those are off Facebook. Isn't that better? It is. I'm not going to pretend those platforms aren't a step up from Facebook, but here's the thing. You still don't own them. Your community is sitting inside their platform right alongside every other community that the person is a member of. They will log in and they see everyone they follow, not just you. Your own brand is one option inside their interface. And when someone logs into a community that lives on your own domain, your brand is the only thing they see. There's no newsfeed pulling them somewhere else. No algorithm decides that if your post gets shown. No other community is competing for their attention in that same space. And that's a fundamentally different experience for them and for you. Your voice, your perspective, your ideas, all owned. So the woman who has developed a clear point of view and an audience that trusts her can pivot when things change. She doesn't have to start over, just redirecting. And that's the difference between a business and a fragile arrangement. A real business can survive a pivot. It can survive a platform shift or a company change because the foundation isn't borrowed. It's built on things that actually belong to you. And so here's what I want you to notice. Building those things doesn't require you to leave your network marketing company. Doesn't require you to blow up what you've already built. It just requires you start building alongside of it so that what you are creating actually grows into something that's actually yours. And I know this can feel like a lot. Like, okay, Michelle, now I have to build an entirely separate business on top of everything I'm already doing. Well, not exactly, but you do need to start somewhere. And the most important first step isn't picking a platform or setting up a hub, but it's getting clear on what you're actually building towards. Because here's what happens without clarity. You start an email list, but you have nothing to say to it. Or you set up a website, but it doesn't reflect who you actually are. Or you build a community, but you have no idea how to lead it. The infrastructure is there, but the foundation is missing. And that foundation starts with understanding your lane, your message, what assets you need to build, and where your visibility is actually coming from. When those four things are clear, everything else comes together. And that's exactly what the Authority Audit was built to help you figure out. It's a free diagnostic that walks you through all four of those areas and shows you where your gaps are so that you're not guessing, you're not overwhelmed. You're just clear on what to build next. You can find the link in the description. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes and it'll show you more about where to focus than any strategy your upline has ever shared. So here's what I want to leave you with. The goal isn't to blow up your network marketing business. The goal is to stop being completely dependent on it. To start building things alongside that belong to you so that whatever happens, you have something real to stand on. Because the women who thrive long-term in this industry aren't the ones who went all in on one company and hoped for the best. They're the ones who treated their network marketing company as one income stream inside a business they actually owned. You can be that woman, but it starts with knowing where your gaps are. So go take the Authority Audit. The link is below. And I'd love it if you drop a comment before you go and answer, if TikTok or your network marketing company shut down tomorrow, what would you still have? I want to know where you actually are with this. And I will see you next time.